everyone, are you ready to do a fall pumpkin? We have a pumpkin challenge for y'all. Grab one of these Dollar Tree styrofoam pumpkins, the ones that you just wouldn't want to sit out on your counter. We're going to show you how you dress it up, so if you're interested, keep on watching. Welcome back to our Wednesday video share. Tammy over Patina and Paint, Teresa through a vintage door, Green Curly Willow Acres, aka Jump to Jim, and myself will be sharing a fall challenge with you. We are going to be working with a Dollar Tree pumpkin, and we're going to try to style it to where it looks high-end. So let's begin with mine. I'm going to be using a white. This is just plain without any paint or anything. I did see a black one and an orange one. I thought I had an orange one up in my tub, but I must have used it or pitched it. So I had to buy a new one this year. So I went ahead and bought a white one because I am going to be working with white materials, so I don't have to paint the orange one. So I just went ahead and went with the plain one. You're going to use a Dollar Tree mop head and some sort of stem. Now, last year I saved my pumpkin stems off of my real ones, so I'm going to use one of those. And then you want to use an embellishment. I just made a tassel to put on my pumpkin when I get done. So let's get started. I'm going to put away everything but the mop head. So with the Dollar Tree mop head, you get this little plastic thing that you place the handle in. But if you take it and you turn it upside down, you can see the bottom of it. Take one of the strings and just pull it, and then you'll have one full string. We're going to take several of these out of the mop. We're going to do 3 right now, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I plugged in my hot glue gun because we're going to need that. But we're going to be using 3 strands per strip to place on my pumpkin. So we got to do some prep work before we can start styling that pumpkin. Then we're going to just take our hot glue and glue the 3 ends together. Be careful not to burn yourself. And this will help it from not fraying as well. But I want something to hold them together, and I don't want to make a knot. I have that together. Now what I want to do is just like you're going to braid your hair. So I'm going to go ahead and braid all the way down, making it a loose braid. I don't want it real tight where it's going to start curling. So you want to make a really loose braid. Just like that. And I'm going to go all the way down. Okay, to keep this closed, I'm going to hot glue it again. Please be careful not to burn yourself if you're doing this craft with me. To save some time, I went ahead and braided 9 more off camera. So we have our braids all ready. Now let's prepare our pumpkins to be decorated. I want to remove this little stem part, so I'm just taking a little craft knife. You can use a utility knife and just cut around the little stem. Doesn't take much effort at all. And then just pull it out. They're hollow inside. And then I want to go ahead and cut a hole on the bottom. It does have a little indentation, so we want to go ahead and cut around that. Pop that out. So now we just have a hole on top where the stem was, and then a hole in the bottom. So what I want to do is, I'm sure you knew what I was going to do, But I'm going to take and glue the beginning of my braid strand inside the hole, and then we're just going to tack a little bit of glue and wrap the pumpkin with our braids. And we're going to have to cut it to size, but when we glue it on here, then we can cut it after we glue so your braid doesn't unravel. So I'm just going to add some glue to the tip of my braid, and then I'm just going to tack it underneath the hole. So it's glued under the lip of the pumpkin and not on the pumpkin. And then I'm just going to glue just a little bit on the pumpkin itself, and then add my braid. This is why I want the braids to be even, because if you have some tighter than the other, it won't look neat. So we're just gonna, all right, so we don't have enough to wrap it again, so we're gonna have to cut it. But before we cut it, I want to glue it down so I don't lose my braid. So I'm gonna glue it on the braid, make sure that I get enough glue on there for all three strips, and then I'm going to tack it underneath inside the pumpkin, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut the excess off. So it's not going to unravel because we glued it before we cut it. All right, so I think what I want to do, let me see if I have enough. I think I have enough here, but I want to go ahead and wrap just one strand of the mop. I want a little different texture, so I'm going to go ahead and glue just a single thread of the mop right next to the one that we just braided and placed on the pumpkin. I think that would be cute for the veining. That's what I'm thinking. And we might get more than one strand with this. So I'm going to glue it and then cut it. And then I'm going to cut the excess. So we just have a little variation of texture there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the braid right next to the braid that we just added. Make sure it's real close to the one we added before we cut. Let's glue it, making sure we get all three braids so that it doesn't unravel. Cut it. Got two, and then I'm going to go with a single so I can get two swipes with one mop strand. So we'll have plenty of mop material for one pumpkin. This is the theme, so I'm going to do that until I cover the whole entire pumpkin. So I am changing up a little bit because some of these little veins are closer than some. So I'm just going to go with the pattern of the pumpkin. If it is just one braid, then I'm going to just use one braid, and make sure that I use my single at every indentation, every vein, I guess, of the pumpkin. So I'm just following the pumpkin guide. Okay, I'm down to the last piece. I was going to just overlap it, but it is getting pretty tight here. So I'm just going to piece it with the small piece of braid. I'm going to place it up here and then start braiding it. I did have to make more braids. 10 was not enough. I don't know what I was thinking. I miscalculated again. So I did make more braids. And then I used leftover pieces to use the single string. So it all worked out. I just didn't realize how many I thought. I thought it would be enough with 10 when I did it just kind of a rehearsal, but no, it took more than that. So maybe it would be best if you just braided as you went, because I'm not 100% how many you will need. And I've only burned myself about 20 times. So I started this, it's part of a screwdriver, but I'm just tucking it in underneath the strands that's already there, so you can't tell where I started and where I began. And then I'm going to take one more piece to make a vein right here, and then we're going to call it done. Tucking them in so you can't tell where the end is. And as I am going down, I'm twisting so that my rope is not unraveling. I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to take a lighter and slightly just sweep over the pumpkin. And what that does is it melts those glue webs to where you can't see it. You don't want to hold them on too long, because I don't know if it, you know, with twine, it burns off. But with this rope, I don't know. So I'm just getting the glue webs melted, because I do have a lot of them. All right, so I have my pumpkin out of a mop head, so it's not perfectly, but it does look like a sweater pumpkin. Since this is just a styrofoam pumpkin, it's pretty light. I'm going to go ahead and fill it up. You can use sand, you can use rice, you can use beans, whatever you want to use. I think I'm going to use some popcorn. I'm just going to fill it up, not much, just to give it a little bit of weight. Yeah, that gives it a little bit of weight. Now I'm going to take a piece of cardboard and glue it on the bottom. So I'm going to use the mop head piece and just go around it to form my circle. Cut it out. And then hot glue it onto the pumpkin. Make sure I'm gluing it to the bottom. That's the one with the bigger hole. This will give it just a little bit of levelness, so your pumpkin will sit level on the place that you're wanting it to go. I'm going to take some white, just some antique white, and paint the cardboard. Make sure I get to the side the sides as well. All right, so now we're going to take our pumpkin stem, add some glue to it, and sit it on top of our pumpkin. So cute. And now I'm going to take my little tassel and just add it on to the stem. And here you have just the cutest little texture pumpkin ever. Hope you enjoy watching me make this Dollar Tree Challenge pumpkin out of Dollar Tree items. The pumpkin, the styrofoam pumpkin, was a Dollar Tree. The mop head was purchased at Dollar Tree. I did buy the yarn at Dollar Tree as well, and I have a lot left to use on other projects. The stem I had from an old real pumpkin that I saved, let it dry out, and then I put some poly on it. And then the beads you can buy at Dollar Tree as well, but I have them on hand. And it is super cute. I can't wait to style it somewhere in our home. If you like this pumpkin, please give me a big thumbs up and sprinkle it with your friends. You never know. They might have a styrofoam pumpkin and not know what to do with, and now they do. Go up and check the other girls. See how their challenges are going with their styrofoam pumpkin. I can't wait to join you up there. I will have whoever is participating up in my feed. So stay tuned. We will be doing more fall decorating and crafting. So if these are the videos you'd like to watch, follow me. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. God bless. See you tomorrow.